The name Pohaku means stone. The secret meaning of Pohaku is understood when you break the word into its Hawaiian root words of po and haku, which can be interpreted to mean master of the spirit world. Pohaku was very crucial to everyday domestic life. They used it as an anchor or a net sinker. They could also use it as poi pounders, as you can see in these pictures. It could also be used as walls for a home. Ancestors would even scrape hair off slaughtered pigs while using Pohaku. I asked my sister's boyfriend about his opinion about historical preservation. He's lived on the island his whole life, just inside of Waianae. He's had generations before him call Hawaii his home, and I thought he would give great insight about historical preservation.
I think it's important to restore a lot of the ancient Hawaiian artifacts. A couple of reasons. One, it's historical preservation, and that allows us to perpetuate some of those living, breathing concepts of the Hawaiian culture back to our current day culture, which there's a lot of Hawaiian culture that's lost. And then second of all, I think it's nice to have these things so that we can, elders can tell stories about certain artifacts that they might have relationships with through their families. But I think that's, in short, fairly, reasonable, my reasons for preserving artifacts.
Ka'ui o Manoa is our first historical object to scan. We'd first set up scanning targets around the site. We would then count off how many scanning targets are visible so we can map it out on our metadata sheets. After we gathered the scans and information we needed, we sewed them together to create a 3D model using recap and point tools, which was very confusing. The scans took a while to process, and sometimes we ran into a few errors. Some of us had 2 buildings and no rock, and some of us had 3 skies. Even though point tools and recap were a huge pain, we managed to gather some great models. I had my classmates give me a one-word answer to describe the project. Lots of people gave me weak answers because they were either tired of the rock or just had problems with their scan. In one word.
I do high quality 720.
Project in one word.
Rocky.
In one word.
Swag.
Great.
Fun.
Like 90.
This is 50.
Like 90.
So I can turn it up like really high once everybody's here.
Holy crap.
But learning about Ka'ui o Manoa and Pohaku made me see my own neighborhood differently. I now notice Pohaku more as I walk around campus or drive around Manoa. It was used everywhere and is still a backbone of life today.
It's like day-to-day opportunity with
Cameron, do you want this?